Hey, everybody. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I don't have a bottle, but I got my wine beside me. Happy Friday. Everybody, look, happy Friday. I hope you got your wine. It's gonna be a lot today because I feel like court today ended. It had everybody's pressure up.
It started with everybody pressure up. This week then had everybody's pressure up. I'm starting to lose faith in some of my lawyer friends that told me this is how judges act.
Speaking of a lawyer friend, I can't wait to see one of our lawyer friends because it seemed like today they were having a anti-can read live. I gotta ask her about that. I gotta ask her about what's going on in the live. I think I was telling people today, I think that it is different for those of us who aren't lawyers looking at this case. Because we, in my opinion, we're looking at the case just as the jury is looking at the case. Lawyers look at it very differently. But I'm like, man, how do people look at this case and say, oh, she hit him? I don't think there's definitive proof that she did or she didn't. So I don't know. This case is definitely funny, but it's a headache. It's a headache. Hey, everybody. I'm a lawyer. Hey, everybody that's joining. I see you guys in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I started writing a list of things down today that happened this week that really made me go, So we can start with Bev because I do have that pulled up. We can start with something else that really shook me, and that was the niece's testimony. So we can start there. I have thoughts.
I got thoughts on the niece too, but whatever you want to play, friend, wherever y'all want to start. This week was a mess.
I feel like it was testing you. Do you really want to watch this trial is what I think it was asking. Do you really, really want to watch this trial? And today was the day you have to make a decision. You have to make the decision. Get out of the toxic relationship or what?
I think. There it goes. He's over here struggling for a second.
Keisha said, I don't know where to even start. Keisha, I feel you. So much happened this week. Where do you start?
I say from the beginning. Where you want to start?
Let's go ahead and let's tackle Bev.
A heathen? Oh, right now I ain't heard that one in a minute.
Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead. Let's get Bev out the way today. Let's go ahead and get Beverly out of the way.
Let's go. Big Bang Bev. Let's go.
The council provided me with the information. Mr. Leslie, I got the 2 reports that you had that were incorporated in what the Commonwealth had given me a few minutes before, but I appreciate that it was pointed out here. We've had full argument on this yesterday and today. My findings for the record are that the defendant has not persuaded me of undue surprise or unfair prejudice by this information, and I don't find that there's delayed disclosure. Of course, all of this is ample game for cross-examination. Certainly.
Bev pissed me off right here. Let me just say, because damn it, is a defense not supposed to have a robust cross-examination? Are they not supposed to go in on the witness during cross-examination? Same with the state. Why are you acting like you're giving them something by saying that?
I mean, because she has been stopping them. So I took this as she wasn't going to stick her foot out and trip them this time. She wasn't going to hold their hand behind their back, make them close their eyes, spin around 10 times before they start asking questions.
Pissed me off. Because when you put it that way, I'm even more pissed off. Because why are you doing that?
Well, I'll wait till you get finished, friend, because I got a little piece of a tinge of I think you meant one thing, but you accidentally did another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Burgess knew, what he looked at, why he looked at it, when he looked at it, why he changed his report, and violation of the sequestration order is all for cross-examination, and I will give you a lot of leeway with that, Mr. Alessi, but I'm not having a voir dire on that. Mr. Alessi, I can tell you, obviously, you've got a great facility for cross-examining on the underlying information here. You've done fulsome cross-examinations. I have every confidence you can do it here again. But if after the direct, you demonstrate that you need further time, I'll certainly hear you on that. And more importantly, perhaps, if you feel that the testimony of Jen McCabe and the others that you've mentioned is critical and that you need to recall them, I'll hear you on that as well. So regarding Dr. Welcher, as my understanding, the request yesterday was for, and it's been a request, I think, a few days. We've addressed it at sidebar, and I found that it wasn't the right time. Let's see how much Dr. Welcher could go through. I understand Dr. Welcher will testify in the Commonwealth's case in chief next week or so, Mr. Brennan.
Right.
Hopefully next week, if not,
all right.
The day after the holiday.
And that will be for all of the material that was provided to the defendant initially, right, by the Commonwealth's discovery deadline?
Correct.
And what you're asking for is that after ARCA testifies the new information, you're asking for rebuttal, right?
Yes, limited to the new information.
All right. So I would allow under these circumstances a limited rebuttal, and we can define the scope after we hear the testimony of ARCA. So those are my rulings. Your objections are noted. I'll see everybody on Monday.
It's the fact she barely wanted to look them in the face for me.
She didn't want to look them in the face, but
go ahead.
She didn't want to look him in the face, friend. She didn't, but I think she made that decision so quick. Like she didn't. That just showed me that she didn't put any thought into the situation. She really already had it set up. She knew that if she would have told them no, they can't have this piece of information, they'd have pulled the "will we have the burden of proof" shit. So she felt like, okay, well, we'll let it go this way, but I'm going to keep you on the scope. This time, I'm going to let them have a full cross-examination. But you, my friend, are going to be on a very limited rebuttal if you get the rebuttal. Now, this is my thing. If I pulled some shit, right? If I pulled some shit, I almost want to have the voir dire, because the voir dire is not going to be done in front of the jurors. If you want to lay my nasty work on the table, please do it outside of the jury, right? I don't think Brennan really wants them to start asking them, and how did you find out about this? I really find it funny that all of a sudden your report was this, and then on May 11th, your report was that. Oh, how convenient. That's going to be done on cross in front of the jury.
Yeah.
So what you just did was set your witness up to look like nothing but pure doubt, trying to get some new information in, trying to change some shit. I really feel like it just turns the trial even more so into a clusterfuck, because you really don't know if the jury is accepting this information because it's new information, you figure something out. Because all it is going to create doubt. If you tell me something and I take your word for it, then I find out you had a different opinion. You just changed it at the last minute. Conveniently, after this guy I heard say one time, you saying another. Now you say, like, as a juror, it would just be Swiss cheese.
I think for me too, it's like Bev is Bev is really trying to, I don't know if she's listening. When I heard the defense, I took their hiring of ARCA to mean initially we could not hire ARCA because we had to get clearance from the DOJ. We just got clearance sometime in March. When we got clearance, we hired them. We filled out the proper paperwork. We had to pay whatever. But that did not take place until the DOJ okayed it. So all of this, they're just now telling us, it sounds like they couldn't do it. And who are they to tell these people how they communicate? I don't give a damn if they communicated on Signal. This is a big case. People are always looking at information. They're always, if they felt like that was the best way, then who am I to say that we can change it?
Well, Somebody informed me that Matt McCabe was IT.
Yep. Yep.
So I would definitely be sending back signals and smoke signals and flying pigeons. I
Yep.
absolutely would be. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Ronnie, for the super chat. Please like the live, guys. Thank you. And thank you to everyone. Hello to everybody that's joining. He is IT. Thank you, Ronnie, again. He is IT. And, people were saying that's why the everything deleted from her phone, all of this stuff may have been tied to Matt. Jen saying Matt is the one who told her to go back and contact the FBI because she may have lied to them. Looks like his wife.
She was telling a dad last lie. He knew something was up. He knew something was up. But I just really think at this point, this kind of showed me two things that I kind of had kind of swirling around in my brain about Bev. That this was not on her bingo card for 2025. She never wanted to do this again. Ever.
So terrible. Bev, why are you being terrible in the courtroom?
Yeah. So I feel like everything that she does, no matter which way she should do it, what she does is split the baby. She splits it so everybody gets a piece of the pie. She's giving out participation trophies. There's not everybody's going to win. Everybody's going to get some. And she does that so that one can't say they can't have their defense and the other one can't say they couldn't meet their burden. She's giving it all away. She's letting it go because she don't want to do this again. Because heaven forbid it have to go a third time and it end up back on her docket. She does not want to do this ever again. She don't want to hear Karen or Reed. Matter of fact, at this point, I really don't even feel like she want to hear John.
Do you think you just made me question it? Do you think these people try this case a third time?
I am very much of the mind from everything I have seen, heard, watched that these people are going to go until Karen goes down. I don't think it would be a good idea. I don't know that she would know anywhere, but I wouldn't never set foot back in Canton. I wouldn't be living in the state of Massachusetts, to be honest. But if I was Karen, once this was over, I would live in Timbuktu. I would be anywhere but there. You'd have to find me in the Great Down Under. I'd be in Australia braving spider season before I set my ass in Canton again. I don't want to be nowhere.
Rhode Island. Ain't much. She's got to go to Rhode Island. Ain't much in the Rhode Island.
She got to go somewhere. She got to go somewhere. Stay there. At this point, she might want to just go ahead and find her a little Winston and get her groove back over in Jamaica or something. She got to just go do something.
And that's the thing that really bothers me with this case is I think we've forgotten about John O'Keefe.
John.
That there's actually a victim and they're just so laser focused on Karen Reed. What about justice for John O'Keefe? I think they've forgotten. And that bothers me. And like parents, I'm just like, man, make them remember your son. But they're laser focused on Karen too.
She's so lonely. She feel more comfortable in a bed of snakes than she do walking around with her son's legacy on her shoulders. She'd rather feel comfort and have the McCabe's and Alberts and everything come by her house. And that's going to run me right into the next thing because I feel like that's who been around that child.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Most certainly. In her testimony, what did she specifically say? And this may be true. Jen McCabe came to comfort me. Karen did not. She could have just said, Auntie Jen came to my room, boom, 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 but she was sure to say Karen did not. I know she's a kid, guys. I don't blame the child. It's the adults around her.
There you go.
It's the adults around her.
I found it very telling when on Cross they had to tell her, you didn't refer to her as the defendant back then, did you? The baby calling her the defendant?
Now you saying defend a child.
A child. When you going to get your nails done, you going to get your hair done, you getting expensive sweaters that your uncle was never going to buy. You up here over her house, and you know if you over her house, then you in her stuff. Probably had a room at her house, or at least a room that you called your room, because she got what they said, 5 of them. And then you taking your friends over there. So you mean to tell me you wasn't showing your little friends that from their little Canton with their little goofball ass mamas with them tight faces and no style and Reebok discounts? You mean to tell me you wasn't taking your friends up to Mansfield to show them your room at Karen's house?
I don't know.
You mean to tell me you didn't feel away riding in a Lexus versus that Traverse? Get the heck out of here, little girl.
Now you don't have to do
Out of here.
Did you, that like first of all of the pictures that I've seen online, it really did look like they liked her and she liked them. It did. And I heard a lot of people say the trips that they were taking, Karen was paying for. Karen was making good money.
Damn good money.
She was making good money. You can tell by how she dresses. Erin has told me she's Googled certain jackets. They're $700, $800, $900. Karen was making good money. She was single, no children. She owned her home up north, 5 bedrooms. Had a vehicle that I think we looked it up. It was probably close to 100 or over 100,000, somewhere up in there. She was doing
for herself.
Doing well.
And what she did not have to do was have kids.
What did lady say? We do not have kids. I said, oh God.
We single. We do not have kids. Them John kids.
Have kids. I'm tired of arguing with John about kids that's not his or mine.
Yeah, they said she was a financial analyst. And Fidelity is no joke.
When he got a
I will never let go of my Fidelity account. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Listen, that lady, you know, she chose John. She didn't have to be with John. She chose him.
Listen, kind of like I hate to put it like this, but with Canton being a small town, John might have been the big man on campus at Canton.
He was
in Canton, but he wasn't. They didn't know him in Massachusetts. Okay, he was a big man on campus in Canton.
Okay, once he stepped outside of Canton.
He was. Listen, that's why they kept going down to the bar. With the bar was Cheers, because everybody know your name. He went in there because he seemed like a big person. All of them.
The whole town knew him because
the whole town knew him, them, the Alberts, all of that. They were absolutely, yeah. Her legal fees are out of this world. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like none of them knew a life outside of Canton.
Yeah.
And then Karen embodied that. So you could tell how people actually felt. What, Denver?
I want to kiss one.
Okay, go tell Dad. You're not going to close my door? I think that Karen represented the rest of the state, and the rest of them, all they knew was Canton. They were big stuff around Canton. They were big things in the Canton street. Kind of like that moment when you the biggest thing because you
pop in at your high school, go to a new school, and you get a rude awakening.
Not even go to a new school. Just think about the little boyfriend you had in high school and thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. Then you walk onto an HBCU campus and you like, boy, who? I don't know that man. That's a little boy. There's men here. Listen. Yeah, Karen introduced all those folks to a whole new world.
I'm sorry. What?
What happened?
Said Star said the investigation wasn't that bad. I got to call Star because I'm telling you, I got about that live. What?
It wasn't that bad.
I just think some people, all BS aside, just believe she did it. I mean, just.
You know what? All BS aside, I'm not saying she couldn't have hit him.
Come on,
I'm not saying that couldn't have happened. I'm just saying there's a big difference between innocent and not guilty. I don't know if that woman's innocent. Honestly, they was all so drunk. You know, we all got nights. We ain't nights.
I believe this wholeheartedly, friend. Say it again. Big difference between what?
Between innocent and not guilty. Because again, we all got nights. We didn't remember nights.
For all the people that be clowning on Hallie said this. She said, listen, she has a gut feeling she did it, but she said she's not going to be found not guilty. She said, I don't think they have enough to find her not guilty. And I'm okay with that. Because I can't say whether she did it or not, but what I can say, no evidence points to that man being hit by a car. Nothing
to him being hit by a car.
Miles an hour.
Nothing. But the thing is, it is with that much liquor in the situation. He could have got hit in front of everybody, and it would have been 17 different accounts of when he got hit, how he got hit, and which way he went. Yeah. Everybody was so drunk.
Let's say that
Nobody
too.
was able to give you a straight story. Nobody would have been able to tell you what color his shoes was. Nobody would have been able to tell you what time they left. Nobody would have been able to tell you if there was a dog there or not. They just wouldn't have. So since we have no evidence of him being hit, you can't say he was hit. Now, because we don't know what the hell happened to him, we can't rule anything out. But I don't know if I can agree with the investigation wasn't that bad. Maybe Proctor wasn't fired. Maybe
terrible.
Maybe if Proctor wasn't fired, then maybe you could say something like that. I will fire.
You can't say it, friend. I can't even give you that. I can't even give you that. You know why?
I'm trying.
Did you hear the forensic tech on their stand today say that man had that evidence, then turn it into March 14th, and they tried to fix it and say, well, does Kansas have an evidence locker? Maybe, but why was it just sitting around and he had access to it? Come on now.
Just sitting around, had access to it. Now, this is my thing. I'm not saying it wasn't work. I'm just saying, had somebody looked at this and not through the eyes of cross-examination, okay? And we didn't question it, okay? Don't look at the cross. If you got there and you see a not fired, seemingly upstanding, peanut head ass Proctor, and you see evidence, you'll be like, okay. Now, the thing that comes to mind is like, why you sprinkle shards of glass and it's a plastic tail light? Now that's when it comes to,
friend, you being too nice because you trying to say, I'ma just think about Proctor. What about Gallagher?
I'm trying to be understanding.
What about Gallagher, friend? Red Solo cups, leaf blower, leaving the crime scene. You don't even leave a patrol car in front of an.
Listen, friend. I'm still trying to figure out how you got 6 Solo cups.
6.
And you randomly pick one.
And we don't even know. We don't even know when you put.
We don't know which one.
We don't know where it came.
Reminded me of the day.
We don't even know. It's any mini.
They play on the streets when you be walking when you go to New York for the first time. They be going, okay, which one? Pick the one. Which cup was it? What was in that cup? Was it dark red or light red? Was it more snow than blood?
They didn't even separate the witnesses when they questioned them.
I'm still trying to figure out how we picked the cup. Any, many, mighty, mo.
Oh.
What? How did we pick the cup? And did you mark it? We didn't even
put it in gold. Like it's.
And then didn't test it for DNA. So let's say before John hit his head, he knocked the shit out of one of them and their blood was in the snow. We would never know. That hair didn't even test as human.
Now, Gary, where you at? Gary that came here, got messy and left.
What happened?
Gary, the one who talking about why Star say that investigation wasn't so bad. Gary that came in the live, got messy, and then went on out.
Let me throw this in there. Let me throw this up in the fire.
Gary that came here and sprinkled the mess like they sprinkled that tail light. Then came in here, and now he gone. Child. Talking about Gary. Type of person. Oh God!
Maybe it's something that she speaks lawyer-wise that we don't. I don't know, but I don't see it. I can't see it. I won't see it.
I would never want them to do that to me.
Uh-oh, Brett. I'm glad you found us.
That just don't ran my pressure up. That ran my pressure.
I gotta go on TikTok.
Messy and left.
Listen, I gotta go on TikTok.
That ran my pressure. You said what?
I said, somebody said I was all over TikTok trying to find this here live. I said, I need to go on TikTok. I got to give a shout out to the Decole. He's on TikTok. I know he's an actor and he does a bunch of other things, but he recently relocated from Chicago to Arizona.
Mhm.
And he just got his bartender's license, but he worked at Cooper's Hawk in the tasting
Okay.
area. He does all the tasting, so he sent all the wine home with Big Unc today.
Thank you, Jenny.
Forget Jesse and Lip.
Don't encourage Gary because y'all know Gary is over here all the time. But Gary legit dropped that little sprinkle of mess and left out the chat.
Left right up out of him.
Left right on out of there.
Do we? You having regret on this Friday? Listen, y'all. I just really think that I just can't. Like, it's stuff like that. Don't play Destin. I will. It's really stuff like that kind of like, I think that's where I would have been able to like draw the line. You sprinkled glass as if that was part of the tail light and the whole thing was plastic, right? Anytime I would have seen a bunch of spots where it was more than 5 contributors, even though you wouldn't have tested that, I would have flagged that. No, this is not something we would normally test. This is our normal protocol or standard operating procedure. However, for it to be everywhere, and it's just like, it wasn't just on one spot or just in the back. Like, I can see, like, honestly, if it was just like on the, I hate to say it like this, but if it was just like on the bottom part of his hoodie, he had been sitting in bar after bar after bar, like, if it rubbed up against all them different chairs and everything like that. Somewhere like that would have been like in constant contact with traffic or something like that. Yeah. But for it to be like near a shoulder and behind the arm and by his foot, that just make me feel like somebody had you underneath the arms and somebody had your ankles before they tossed you out.
Yeah. Did you, so even with, okay, let me ask this. When the defense was asking about what was found with his clothes, how did you feel about that? They said they found some taillight pieces, some debris. How did you feel? Because I do get when people say, they talk about the taillight pieces, they talk about the debris found on him, right? But I have to counter that with all of that DNA found on him. The fact that his injuries do not present that he was hit at 24 miles an hour. At 24 miles an hour, how far up was she to even have for her? It takes some time to get up to 24 miles an hour. First of all,
get some traction. She in a Lexus, not an off-road vehicle. On fresh snow, fresh soft-ass snow,
or something.
If she had brand new tires, they wasn't snow tires on a Lexus. Like, so for her to be able to get enough traction to go back and nobody hears it. Nobody heard a thing. He didn't say a thing. I'm sure he didn't immediately hit his head. Y'all trying to say he fell backwards. So he didn't, nothing. Nobody hears nothing. And then the other thing is for them to say that anytime there is any implication of impact with a vehicle, they automatically have to, it would be Chaz. I got mine. They automatically have to check the lower extremities because that's where you would be hit. Then you start to think about how high up Karen's tail light is and where that would come to on a 6-foot man. There's nothing down there. There's nothing down there but that little light ass scratch on his knee.
Can I show you guys something real quick? I'm sorry. Yeah, nothing but the scratch on his knee that we don't know came from being hit by a car. So let's bring that out. Somebody could have hit him. He could have fallen.
If you was gonna get hit by a car, that wouldn't have been the scratch you got.
That's not. It's not going to be that.
I got a scratch from the alley.
I think I needed to tell the millionaires that they have bullied me so bad when it comes to my pot. I've been bullied. It was trauma therapy, right? They have bullied me so bad, and I told my daughter about it. It has gone from them bullying me to my daughter bullying me Mariah sent me this, y'all, and said, "Hey, sweetie, this is how you decorate a pie." I just put some money in her account today. I'm about to go snatch it back. I just put some money in her account. I'm going to snatch it back.
Reverse.
I'm going to snatch it back. Send me 2 pictures, guys. And the text literally says, no, it says, "Hey, hun, comma, this is how you decorate a pie, period. The correct way."
Oh, they played. They played.
Anyway, friend, I just had to show y'all that. Because, you know, online, I think this is evidence that online bullying can turn into in-person bullying.
It's outside, Miss Sheila. I'll have Big on bring it in here. They want you to see my plant from Dallas. I told you made me a little plant for Mother's Day, but it was in this little paper thing, and so the whole thing was getting wet. So I ordered a pot for it, but I put it outside today so it can get some sunlight.
I'm about to call LJ.
Well, I just said put it in reverse, Terry.
Why didn't LJ send me a pot for Mother's Day? Like, damn, who's raising him?
Well, I bought the pot. He just made the little flowers.
He didn't give me a flower either. Had the nerve to text me the next day and say, "Did you want a Mother's Day gift?"
He was checking.
The next day, friend.
Somebody probably had to tell him. It was Sunday. He was off from school. He was probably trying to relax before Monday.
His whole wife that I'm sure they celebrated Mother's Day with. At least he did text me too. Remember, his daddy got a wife.
His daddy do. Oh, I remember.
That boy texted me and said, "Did It was not a crane, it was a dove."
I was about to say, wasn't a crane?
They said you sound like a boy with that bullying stuff. Is that the man that cross dresses? Do you want something of it? He said, "Did you want a gift?" Oh my God. Okay, anyway, back to Joan O'Keefe. I had to tell y'all that because I saw that message and said, I know she did not. But back to Joan O'Keefe. Okay, let's go here because you just brought up something really good. Let's talk about the death notification from the hospital.
I just felt like I think that they did because I just hate that they did it the way they did because in a regular world, I would absolutely think that you could take a police officer's word for it and a police officer's word for their investigation. They line things up. And then when they give the notification or they write it out, they're saying it.
Not the ME. Remember when he testified to the death notification from a physician at the hospital? And it said some of the key words: body in the snow, body found in snowbank, party, walked in the house, and altercation.
Now, I remember, okay, yeah, that one. The other one was ME. That made me, I'm not going to lie, that made me think back to was it Buchanan?
He the only one who had some in-depth testimony about everything.
Buchanan went to Meadows first. Was that who it was? Who went to Meadows first? Thinking that was the scene.
Yeah, right. You mean right after everything happened?
Right when they got the call. Who went to Meadows first?
I know Lank. I think Gallagher was with Lank.
That was Gallagher. Okay. That made me think back to the testimony where there was one lone person that said, "Oh, I thought the issue was at Meadows, so I went there." Then we heard that it was a fight. So then I was like, well, where was he getting his information from that everybody else knew it was a car collision in the snow and nobody said anything about a fight? Like who was telling him some inside information and he wasn't catching it? Because everybody got that one person in the circle where you gotta go, don't look, but that girl behind you, blah, 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 blah. They go, huh? And look right behind you. You know, was that one. He didn't pick up what they was putting down. He was probably getting some inside information and messed around and went back to. So that made me think of that testimony because I'm like, okay, now it's been said twice. Like Pop say, once is an anomaly, twice is a trend. It happened again. And that made me think of Gallic. It made me think of that testimony. Like, okay, there was one lone person that didn't let it slip out their mouth that there was a fight. And they thought it was actually.
But so what we say is, what are you, my Caucasian Forrest? Forrest always got some songs. Somebody, yes, I am. but I think what bothers me, thank you for the super chat, Forrest. I think what bothers me the most, T, is everyone's initial reaction was that he had been involved in a fight. Just because Karen said, I hit him, that should not have been the only lead that you investigated. Let's investigate both and see which one makes more sense.
Well, my thing was, if I hit him was what all you have, or could I hit him? Could I have hit him? Did I hit him? All this hit with what? But why did we go from glass to car and nothing in between? There was never a broom, a dustpan, a shoe, a door, a nothing, a pipe, a good chair. There was nothing. Nothing between the drinking glass and her car.
I think what's also been weird to me, the glass found, if the tail light is made of plastic, remember they showed the clip where Karen says, I pulled glass from his face? And
why we have never heard that?
Huh?
Why we have never heard that?
We have.
From who?
I think it had to be Jen or Carrie's testimony, because that's how we felt like he was still alive. His blood was running from him. Now we were thinking
I don't remember neither one of them saying nothing about that.
Something. It was one of them. We've heard it. It could have been the last testimony, but I mean the last trial. But we definitely.
I was about to say in this one, they played it today. I saw where Karen said today that she picked a shard of glass out of his nose. And in that, it was a documentary. Okay, but I have not heard it in the trial, because I said, why was that not in Jen or Carrie's testimony? Because that would be the only reason, like you're saying, that we would believe that he's still alive, because someone would believe that a person whose heart is still going would still be pumping blood.
Yep.
But Jen did not say that, and to my best recollection, Carrie didn't say that, at least in this one. I didn't watch the first one.
I know I heard it before, and it wasn't the doc for me. I think we heard it during the trial that she pulled glass out of his nose and it started bleeding. It could have been Carrie's first testimony.
Okay.
It could have been Carrie's first testimony. I know they said it today, but y'all, I could have sworn. Now I got to go find Carrie's testimony. I've got to go.
I'm telling you, I would have remembered that, because I was going, why did they assume he was gone? Like, there was, or why did they assume that, let's do CPR, he's still there if nothing is pumping, is what I was thinking. So I was like, well, why did they do that? But then when I heard that clip today, I'm like, okay, well, that's why they thought he was still alive.
They said it was the first trial. I'm like, I know, I remember it.
Remember they skipped that part. You can tell they tried to memorize some stuff and they left out some details.
It was Carrie, but she did. I'm like, I remember them saying it, because that's why she had so much. That's why she had all that blood on her hair and her mouth when she was doing CPR.
He gushed.
She pulled that piece of glass out of his nose. And then, of course, she had it everywhere. I think it was Carrie during the first one, but I don't think she said it this trial.
You said that in me no good will.
This time he did not have glass in his face. And
with that like what? So what's up with the laceration then?
Now I gotta go pull Carrie's testimony from the last trial in this one, because it would have been at the beginning. We know that it would have been at the beginning, because now I know. I know I heard it from one of the witnesses, because Karen didn't testify. I just watched the documentary recently.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I could have missed something, but I just didn't remember. It's like today that hit me like, whoa, okay, that's what. Okay, well, that's why we would have thought that he was still with us because he was still gushing. You wouldn't expect somebody who had stopped to do that.
So let me ask. So I asked this question, T, about exactly what you're saying. I was told in the live that they don't pronounce you unless it's apparent that you're gone, like a gunshot wound. If it has to be apparent that you are gone. Oh, those are so cute too.
So that's
Oh,
the
that's so
so
cute.
his plant is down in there growing, and then I planted some flower seeds, so when it grows, it'll look like our hair.
That is such a unique pot. That's
Amazon.
cute. Yes.
Amazon.
Okay. So people in the chat saying you're right. I heard that they said unless it's apparent that maybe he was. Now Karen also testified. Do y'all remember? I mean, not Karen testified, but someone testified that he coughed up blood or something, and they started doing the CPR. So I think there were things going on that made them think he was alive. But now I will say this, and I'm always say this about those line ass EMTs. They did everything they could to save that man. I feel like they did everything they could to try to save him.
I think they did. I think they were approached after the fact.
I think it happened just like they're saying it happened.
Go tell Dad.
Katie thought she heard, I hit him. She got on the truck, told the other guys, and they adopted it. I do think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. They just adopted it.
You know what?
Who heard it?
I think I would have been able to go with that somewhat if they would have looked at every other angle.
Yeah.
If they would have looked at every other angle and that's all they had left. It seemed like it went the other way, that they didn't even look at anything else. They just took this one and ran with it. And that just makes me feel like now everybody's been, I honestly, and I don't mean this, I don't want to offend John O'Keefe or what he went through on my pod. She can do the bad.
That's not so bad.
I really don't. This is really not meant to offend, but I really feel like whatever happened to John is not as big as this cover up. I'm not saying him being gone is big. Okay, let me not make it seem like it's not. But what I'm saying is what actually probably happened is probably nowhere big as the lie on top of the lie on top of the lie. They got to keep pounding to make this go. It's like at this point, it probably would have been over had they told the truth. I really feel like it was probably some dumb drunk ass accident.
I think it was an accident too.
And by that, I'm not saying it wasn't intentional. I'm just saying they didn't intend for him to go.
Yeah, I don't think they intended for him to die.
You gotta think about it. 23 with a bunch of liquid courage in you.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't got away with a lot of shit since high school because your daddy a cop. It's your birthday. Your friends on it over.
Oh,
you know, let's say Chloe did take a chunk out of John O'Keefe, but it wasn't enough to take him down. And somebody said this earlier, and John O'Keefe went in there, like, y'all better get your goddamn dog. And you go in there, somebody come in your mama house while you chilling with your friends.
No, it wasn't him. It wasn't him, T. She hadn't met Big Brian. She hasn't met Big Brian.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, what if it was just that small with John O'Keefe?
It went with Big Brian. No, I'm just saying it went with Brian Jr.
No, I don't think it was with Brian Jr., but I'm saying, what if that started the altercation? You didn't even make it to who you need to make it to, because by the time the head of household come down the steps or get to where you at, it's already. If I see you powering up on my child, I'm powering up on you. I'm not. If you can't calm down and talk to me, then I'm going to calm you down. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna let nobody. If you walk into a room and I'm at it with Mariah and you like T, and I'm like, I ain't fucking talking to you. You gonna say, hold the.
Oh no, I get your example. Brian Albert too damn anxious to even have come from the kitchen table. Now, Colin, yeah. You know Brian, listen, friend. You didn't see Brian Albert. You didn't see Brian Albert Jr., but his two friends are Big Juju and Sarah.
That just lets you know.
They didn't have one man come on that scene.
And that was your birthday party?
That's what I'm trying to let you know. If it was an altercation, it wasn't with Brian Albert Jr. Brian Albert Jr.
was with
Colin could have been Colin. The nephew. If you meet the nephew, this is the hold on, y'all. I got to find it for my friend. She doesn't look like they're Colin.
Maybe we're talking about this.
Let me find him for you.
Something.
Let me find
it. Look like he bleed bacon.
Let me find it for you because I forgot my friend didn't see the first trial. So
I did not.
You don't know Mr. Colin Albert. I'm trying to find a video.
Not for court. Now I've heard of him.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can find it so you can get a taste of Colin Albert. He's the one who said the bang bang, bitch. Y'all, somebody send it to my IG for me because girl, look at Allie on here crying. Colin Albert's a piece of work. Let me see if I can Google it. There's a picture of Colin Albert, friend, with a teardrop on his face months after John O'Keefe was killed. He's in a jail suit and a teardrop. Let me see if we can find it.
Who? Just a regular old Tekashi, huh?
Well, so he and John, they'd had issues before. Him throwing beer cans on John's lawn. So he had issues with John in the past. We don't think John was quite fond of him. His Halloween costume, yes. I should have just looked on X. We definitely find it on X.
Well, why would it ever be an issue why would that be the Halloween costume unless you're doing some little couple's costume and your girlfriend in a little cop costume or something like a little. The feds went to his college. It sound like they need to go somewhere else.
I want to show her bang bang, bitch. Oh.
Whole family Cujo at this point.
Here you go.
I promise you, I'll fuck you all up. Pull up, bitch.
Well, it looks like somebody already knocked the shit out of him.
Hold up. I didn't know they was going to be playing us out. You see his knuckles? People talk about these knuckles. There go the costume. That was the costume. So Colin Albert, definitely probably about that life. He was probably 17 and balding is crazy. Aaron.
Yeah, I know who that look like, don't y'all? Who do Colin look like? Yeah, I'm see if somebody knows. Ooh. He looked like B-Rad from the Boo. Y'all remember Malibu's Most Wanted? Traffic.
That's what he said, Lally. Pull up, bitch. He meant it.
B-Rad Jeezy.
He meant it. That boy said, pull up, bitch. He meant it.
Y'all remember B-Rad? Now, come on now, Key. That wasn't B-Rad. If y'all don't know Malibu's Most Wanted, just go watch the first 30 minutes.
And you see now the first trial, they're not calling them, but if you watch the first trial, let's do let me do a little pop quiz for the chat so y'all can tell Miss J. First trial, guys, what time did everyone say Colin Albert left the house? Every person, like clockwork. I don't care what was different in their stories. This was the one constant. 12:10. Yeah, I showed the key. This was the constant. 12:10. Everybody, I mean, think about it. These people drunk as hell. But everybody knew exactly what time he left.
Why is this the rehearsed answer?
It makes you wonder, right? And then
why is the one thing you can't tell drunk is time?
You can't tell time, baby.
You don't know what time it was.
Oh God, you can't tell time, and everyone knew 12.
Not arrange the exact time.
Everybody, and so Jimmy K's daughter.
That would set me off quicker than that fool cleaning her car in a blizzard.
And, well, cleaning the car. Y'all,
Yeah.
who else did Miss J miss cleaning? Because she won't get to hear this person either. Who else was cleaning the night John O'Keefe came to that house, y'all? Tell Miss J who else was cleaning their house. This finna kill you.
Coco.
Everybody's story has Coco cleaning the house. 12 o'clock, she been drinking since 7. She been drinking for 4 or 5 hours. Everybody has her cleaning up. I think they were worried that people were going to say the house smelled like cleaning supplies. Everybody has Coco cleaning.
I mean, cleaning like what?
They say she has to clean when she come home. They say she has to clean. She cleaned everybody. Except I don't think I heard Sarah and Juju testify to it, but I know Brian Albert, Jen, Matt, Brian Albert Jr., they all testified to her cleaning the house.
Because if you trying to have a deep clean while everybody's sitting there, you're crazy.
That's
now,
what
with me, I do realize that when I'm entertaining at home, I'm usually standing behind my sink and everybody's sitting at the stools at the bar. But that's me trying not to have nothing to do after I get a little too tipsy. I want the dishwasher already loaded and stuff like that. But I ain't down there with gloves and making enough chemicals in the bathroom for somebody to pass out. I'm not doing all that.
Oh yes, Coco was cleaning, right?
Okay. That's not funny
to hear this either. The reason a lot of people suspect Colin Albert, he left exactly at 12:10, and who took him? Jennifer McCabe's daughter is who picked him up, right? Well, they stopped communicating via text message after all of this happened and went to Snapchat because the messages disappear. They went to Snap.
About Signal.
They went to Snap. Not only that, now this daughter was supposed to take Colin home, and then she went home. She said she made it home about 12:30. They got her getting home about 1:30. She ran some errands before she went home. Now I think her GPS, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, they say she was at the school. She went by her high school or something. And they're saying that you can get to the high school a back way from the Albert's home. So I don't know. It's just too many. And then she started crying. When she got tripped up, she accidentally said John went in the house or something. I can't remember exactly what she said. Then she just started crying. Like, oh my God, they're harassing me. She just went into the harassment mode, tears flowing everywhere. It was a lot. Went to the high school twice. Yeah, they didn't know that they had their Life 360.
Why? Even if who bright dumbass idea was it to go to the high school? You probably don't get to class on time during the day, and now all of a sudden you want to go to. Nothing about my buzz want to be blown by third period. I don't want to go to school. Nothing about this. Okay, yeah, these people crazy.
I think here's my thing with people who love to say they didn't do anything. They moved too crazy the night after and beyond. These people have moved way too crazy for them not to be hiding something. Even if the only thing they're hiding is we saw him on the lawn and didn't know what happened, didn't want to call. They moved too crazy.
They moving too crazy for self-preservation, and it sounds like it would be something like, why is it that we're okay with admitting to drunk driving, but you're not okay to saying that he was on the lawn? Or I saw him on the lawn, but I didn't know what that was, or I didn't know what his drunk ass was doing. Well, I mean, we know even all them hours later, John was still drunk. He was drunk. John was drunk. His spirit was drunk.
Everything, just like I was drunk. I don't know if I saw him. Why? All of the unnecessary, in my opinion, lies about this.
it's like the things that they are
Oh,
choosing
God.
to focus on.
That's a good one. T won't hear this. Not only did she clean and got folded up like a rotten pretzel.
That's
Because
wrong.
Brian Albert said the reason he was butt dialing Brian Higgins is because he and his wife were making love. And he accidentally called him. And he accidentally answered the phone too.
Oh my God. He already looked like a sack of potatoes in a burlap bag, and then you want to lay it on top of somebody. I don't think they are, LL. I think they just told us everything, because then they said the dog be in their room by the bed.
And nobody heard the dog. Jennifer, I'm gonna stand by this. When you have a barking ass dog like I have right here, nobody gets to sneak up on you. She's gonna start growling, then she'll go to barking. Nobody heard that dog the next day.
Ain't nobody waking up. That dog got a face only a mother could love. Ain't nobody waking up to that dog. Don't come near me till after I done had my coffee. Don't just throw that ugly in my face while we sitting here. Like that dog.
How do you bust in the room? You bust in the room and you don't. I don't remember if it's there. You don't remember a dog your sister's had for 7 years?
Let me tell you something. I'm not running in my sister's house when she had a dog. You hear me? I'm not opening the door and busting up in the where you? Cause what?
You can't do it.
Honest,
People walk past my door and Barchi not hearing.
I was about to say, to be honest, from Bear to we had a Yorkie named Dink. If Dink saw somebody down at the sidewalk at the end of the driveway, walking down the street, barking in my office, run out, run to the living room, bark over there. Like it ain't even got to be nobody coming to the door. So let alone somebody could walk up towards the door. He's barking. Like, but you can walk up in the house, door open, go up the house, go up the steps, go in the room of the owner, and the dog don't do nothing. You don't you will remember if a dog was there, because even if the dog came out barking, then realized they knew you, then they may stop at that point. But by that point, they didn't walk the house up.
It makes no sense.
Cora and Chloe is not the same person. Cora just keep getting visits and don't know why all these strangers keep coming to pet her, because Cora ain't never been Chloe. Chloe was on the stairway to heaven that night. After that last fight, Chloe had to go. Cora just keep getting blamed as a twin. That's all that is, because Cora is just ugly enough to be this dog's twin. Because Cora and Chloe ain't never been the same thing ever in life. Because there's no way you taking a 7-year-old dog and changing their name. Yeah, Missy, Chloe been on that stairway to heaven.
Poor Chloe, man.
Chloe been gone. Chloe was unhinged any damn way, but Chloe been gone.
She was. They should have done something about it. They didn't have to kill that dog. They didn't have to do that.
M.E. to say. That's probably the teardrop that Colin got. Chloe.
It's not John, it's Chloe.
He think he did something.
What they tell him? This all your damn fault. You take care of it. And don't come back in that house in this house until it's done.
And you know he been watching movies, so he probably turned his hand to the side too, so he can hold it. He probably been watching good movies.
Turn his head with it.
Be Rad Jeezy. Be Rad from the Boo. Malibu's Most Wanted.
Baby, it's Colin. Child.
He probably been his girlfriend probably was helping him out. He probably in the room crying everything afterwards.
I do think I personally do think Caitlin took that dog. It makes sense, because she was supposed to stay the night with her mom. It was a blizzard coming. Her plan was to stay at their home. All of a sudden, she changes that
Why
plan.
is everybody out in the blizzard?
She
changed
her
because
man,
they orders.
her man lived. I mean, her and the work. Oh shit! Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me get these dogs. Hold on, just a second. I didn't know.
Oh, that's probably what it sounded. See, get Barchi. Barchi up there making it sound like Colin when he got his damn teardrop.
Y'all know I have a dog, but I'm scared of dogs still. And they do this all day. Yeah. Y'all, it's two dogs. I've had too much liquor for this. It's two dogs beside me. I don't need them fighting and accidentally bite me in the mess. Hold on, y'all, my bad.
Oh Lord. Lord have mercy.
They just
Mr. King, we're gonna have to put them up now. About to have everybody running because we don't need no
they didn't just do that, y'all. Now they're sitting here like they were not just actively fighting.
That's dogs for you, make you look like you crazy.
What you going on? Oh my God, y'all. I'm sorry when they do that little tussling, I have to get out the way. I'm okay, y'all.
We gotta watch it. We gotta keep them over there.
Yeah, listen. I don't want them to accidentally bite me.
Now we need the imprint. About them imprints though, that ME said those scratches were in a pattern. What else come in a pattern? Don't play. I'll be over here praying. Don't play. Chloe better stay where she at.
I would be scared of Thug's dog. Hell, I'm half scared of mine sometimes.
Yeah, Mel wouldn't have been able to be around Bear. She'd have been.
Hey, I told you that. They talk about Mel, if you meet a man and he got a dog, I said it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I'm just not scared of these.
I don't like nobody else's big dog, just mine.
Baby, when they get to tussling and they won't stop, I do not touch them. I go get some water or I get something to put in between them. I don't touch these dogs. No, Thug's dog is scary looking. That dog
is, you try to say Thug's dog from Kentucky?
That dog, have you seen it? Let me find it for you. Let me find that dog for you. Okay, hold up.
Look like Gallagher. Then I really don't trust it. Gallagher, shit travels to his brain by boat. That shit gets
does. Hold up.
I can't believe these people. I'm kind of mad. I ain't gonna lie to you, friend. I'm kind of mad about Kaylee though. I was disappointed in that. I was disappointed in Niece. I'm disappointed in Bev today. I am. But at the end of the day, I think it's not going to work out the way they think because I would rather you call somebody a lie outside of the jury presence. Don't call my doctor a lie in front of the jury.
I don't think it's still fair though, just because he's capable of doing a great job. They have to force him to do it. That dog got a crazy name too, Mr. Sniffles or Sniggles or something like that.
Oh, he was locked up too long.
That dog came out of Frank's asshole. It's crazy.
Well, is that where he got it from when he was locked up?
I don't know where they
give inmate dogs and cats and stuff. Sometimes they let inmates have dogs.
No, this dog looks like a very bad mix. Like if something went wrong. Something. Oh God, there it is. Something went wrong when they were breeding the dog.
Oh, he looked like Mr. Wilson.
What's the dog's name? The dog's name, Mr. Schneebles.
It's a fluffy. That's why he got it. It's a fluffy Frenchie. Is that what that is?
Mr. Schneebles. Is that what that is? I think I think it was a mistake. Why would you breed something like this?
No, it looks like because I think they cost money. That's why they want it.
Like Barchi mixed with a what you call it? Frenchie. Boxy.
What I'm saying, they're called like a fluffy Frenchie or something like that. Is that what it is? They cost a whole lot of money and got the nerve to have health problems because Big Unc wanted the damn Frenchie, and I said, ain't no point in getting no Frenchie if they got health problems. If you get something that costs that much, then it needs to be not having other issues afterwards. They don't live long.
A fluffy Frenchie. Let's see.
Is that what it looked like? It?
No. Let me show you this.
That one is brushed. That's what I'm saying. He probably washed them and ain't combing shit out, ain't conditioned them good. I think
I'm trying to see if I find a picture with some longer hair.
Somebody said, "Yep, a fluffy Frenchie, like eight to 10,000 if you lucky. If you lucky, they cost a lot. Big Unc wanted one. Somebody else.
I could kind of see Mr. Schneeble's here.
Yeah, but I think if you let their hair get curly, it's like look like some Yorkie hair or something like that. Like, yeah, they do. It ain't cute. It looked like it looked like it'll hurt you.
I'm sorry.
I think that's what that is. And that's why he got it, because they cost a lot of money.
He got a face only Thug could love.
Well, Thug do shit only Thug could love too. So
Schneebles, I think the name is hilarious. Mr. Schneebles is crazy.
Schneebles, that's what he looked like, a Schneeble.
No, I had a client. We went and toured the house, and he had 2 Frenchies, so he brought his Frenchies. Baby, you could hear them things.
Breathing problems. Yeah, there you go, Yates. I knew it was something like real bad where they don't live long. So it was like, why would you ever put this amount of money to then be having medical bills and stuff like that? I'm not using my care credit for no dog.
No. He's posted that on X. Yeah, that little dog looks. He said the dog sleep with a CPAP machine.
And see, you spend that much money, you better have a CPAP because you ain't going up out of here and wasting my money.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we talked about the niece. We talked about the death notification. Well, let me back to before we get off the death notification. Do you think all of the information came from Carrie Roberts, and do you think she got it from Jim McCabe?
I think that information got to them the same way the information ended up making it to the Emmy. I feel like Proctor gave his 2 cents. Now, to answer your question, yes, Jim McCabe carried that whole coalesce of crap. And I think they kept feeding information where it needed to go. I think it ultimately came from the police, and that's why they accepted it as truth and as the law. But at the end of the day, I think it came from the mouth of Jen McCabe, and the mouth of Carrie. But ultimately, that information was planned at the den of sin.
I can tell you why I don't think that Jen wasn't there. But listen to this. He walked in the house. I'm like, who said he walked in the house?
Well, everything say he walked in the house, but the thing is, y'all want us to believe the technology when it's convenient and then disregard it when it ain't. If it's 72 feet at best distance from the car to the front door, if the man went 84 feet, where the hell was he, on the roof?
I'm just sitting here like, if I'm a police officer and they say he walked in the house, then in my mind, just go search the house just to check it off the list.
I'm not even going to search it. I'm not even going to search the house. I'm not even going to search the house initially. When I go, he covered in snow. That means that happened a few hours ago. Hear anything? See anything? Anything out of order? Anything out of place? Any cars you don't normally see? You hear the deputy across the street? Anything like people would be a fool to do anything on this particular street. So if anybody is crazy enough to do something with the Boston PD on one side, the deputy chief on the other side, on this particular street, y'all know who be here, who ain't here, what cars are normally here, what cars don't belong. Did you hear anything, see anything, a light or something? Like, what happened? because you were obviously up. Were you up last night? If you say, hey, we had just got back from the waterfall, we had a few people over. Who was over here? Let me ask them, did they see anything, hear anything? I don't think the first me knocking on the door would have been about a search. It would have been, do you have a camera? Doorbell on here. Did you hear anything, see anything, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you had people over. Who was over? Did they see anything? Did this person, about what? I'm going to see those people. What time did you leave? Now, if everything starts to sound fishy, I'm coming in that house, because what the hell is y'all hiding?
Well, they
But
did that, and it didn't sound,
in the house.
they did that, friend, and it didn't sound fishy. Let me answer this question too. Let me answer this before I finish. Nicole, to answer your question, I do follow Sleuthy. I just have not had an opportunity to consume her content as much as I'd like to, other than on X, because I'm doing videos, I'm doing lives. Hell, if I hop on and I see Miss J video, I'm gonna watch it, because I normally when I hop on, I see her content.
Views.
I'm
Y'all
normally gonna
see
see
how
her
much
content.
content we take in after we do our own content.
I'm gonna see Miss J content, and I'm gonna see my little sisters, both of my sisters. I'm always seeing this, and a couple of people that I follow. But it's hard when you're actively in the trial too to consume content. You're trying to get back, you're trying to respond to people on X comments, TikToks. But I do follow her. She was actually with me watching the first trial. So yeah, but she's saying Sleuthy has exhibits and things like that that can help break down some stuff.
I'm gonna have to go.
To watch too. But I wanted to say, they did that. They went to the house. But when they went to the house, they said they're trained to read body language. They're trained to read all of these things. Nothing seemed fishy.
They just, to me, they said that out of defense because they knew there was something they were supposed to do.
I don't
If
think
you went there, the last thing I would ever say, if I'm a cop and I walk into a cop's house, I know how to read body language, and they don't, so they know what body language you're looking for. That would never be my argument. That would never be what I'm saying. I'm never going to seem like I was actually doing my job by trying to say I was trying to do my job while somebody that do my job was doing it with me. Like, that makes absolutely zero sense.
Thank you, Leslie. Yep. I think when you walk into a situation and you don't walk into that situation as a true neutral party, then you're not going to see anything out of the ordinary. See, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go back to the Olivia Benson. Would have picked up on it. Stabler
would have knocked somebody between the washer and dryer.
Stabler would have had to figure out why the hell you didn't
somebody between the washer and dryer. But I'm saying I would have just knocked on the door the way I would have knocked on all of their doors. Did you see something, hear something? Even if I thought somebody got hit by a car, did you hear something? When I was just in an accident, people came because they heard something.
Well, remember, the police officer comes from across the street. He went back in his house. And this was, I think this was somebody's boss at Canton. Gallagher's boss, I think.
He went back in
the house.
That's why I said, if you'd have woke me up in the middle of the night, if I'm your boss and you woke me up and said you needed something, I would have gave you anything you needed to get the hell away from my door so I can go to sleep. But my body, the second my body would have laid down and said, hey, this motherfucker asked for solo cups for evidence.
He gave him
up like I was on Tales from the Crypt. I would have been out there in Timberland boots, boxers, and the first down coat.
He gave it to him. I'm sitting here like,
put it over here. What is wrong with you?
Your boss gave you the solo cups. I said so.
Now listen, I'm not blaming the boss because I'm telling you.
I'm blaming him
for shit like that. If you woke me up out my sleep and the only way to get you the hell away is to give you a cup, take all of them. Now, now, if I would have laid down and thought about it, now I'm gonna tell on myself. The Lord working on me, okay? If I'd have laid down and you wasn't my direct report, I don't know what the hell it was with them for. But if this was some shit that was gonna land on my desk because I'm your supervisor, put that goddamn cup down. Because now it's gonna come to me.
T, take your ass around that corner and get some evidence back.
Come knock on my door. By the time you knocked on my door, woke me up, you could have been to the station and halfway back. I'm not
3 minutes away.
everybody out. First of all. Second of all, I'm cussing y'all out again. And third, what is you? Give me that goddamn cup.
Ooh, wait a minute, Prince. I like the way Prince talking.
Exigent circumstances require the clearing of the house to confirm nobody else is injured.
They didn't give a damn. Because I
Oh,
mean,
they
in
did.
what world are you? Did you guys hear during trial how they tried to say, "Oh yeah, it was closer to 32"? How on the paperwork they put 32 Fairview on the paperwork.
Because they knew who lived at that house. They knew what they was doing. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. And I love the way he said, "Oh, I didn't have to worry about Deputy Chief's camera across there because we
I
talked
know
about
where
it at the same time. So therefore, I know what it'll catch." No, you know what screenshot.
driving by.
Well, the thing is,
Hold on, y'all.
and then right after that, you say, "Well, no, he has Arlo cameras. I got Blink." That's 2 different brands, fool. Oh Lord, the dogs and took her out. That's why they aren't even calling Sean good. Jim runs into the Alberts, his sister's house, and the door was unlocked because they already knew. You know why that door was unlocked? They was up there being nosy like we would. They was upstairs with the dang on they was upstairs with the lights off so as not to cause any attention, watching what was going down.
I had to go put the other dog up. I said, y'all not gonna keep fighting. Keep fighting, got me on this camera jumping. I put the other
Y'all
dog.
want me to watch Proctor live.
Mm-mm.
Y'all want me to flip out. What is Proctor? I already know kind of what Proctor been on. So what is Proctor about to do that y'all want to see
Oh
live?
my God, could we do a live Proctor watch party?
We could. We absolutely could.
Listen,
Yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna have to mute myself because I'm
so T, next week, Thursday is a half day. So we could do a Thursday or we could do a Friday. There's no court.
we can do it Friday.
Okay, period.
Because I got to bring Court of Opinion back next Thursday. So I'm gonna need a little rest break.
I love it.
A little bit.
I
We
love
can
it.
do Friday. That way everybody got something to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and make sure
Just a flyer.
I'm gonna make sure I'm off on Friday in case y'all make me go look for some tequila.
Ooh, Proctor gonna be good. But y'all want to do only his cross? I think she needs to see both sides. I think she needs to see both. A witness like Proctor, what did I tell y'all when we watched? Some witnesses we can skip to cross. But some, she got to see both sides. Proctor is a both sides type of witness.
Oh.
Brianna, I like that. I like the sound of that, Brianna.
She said she need to see both. Uh-oh.
I like that.
Oh, Lord. God, y'all gonna find me somewhere screaming.
I like it Friday because I feel like you need to see both sides of him. So, and I will say it. I don't think he.
That's how y'all want to kick off my holiday weekend. Y'all want to have me drinking before noon on Friday. What?
Okay, you might be right. You might be right, Yates. She said, "Oh, it's both. It's so sad." Me and T gonna talk about this off camera. We gonna figure it out, but she definitely gonna do it Friday. Both sides, because we have time. His complete testimony may be about 5 hours. And maybe less than 5 hours because I'm probably including the breaks and sidebars, which we'll be able to skip. We might be able to skip.
Arrogant.
You might be, but I'm so excited because she's not gonna get to see Proctor. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. I'm so excited. I'm really excited about this. I'm sorry.
I don't know how I feel.
Really excited. And then we started watching a little of him like during lunch a week ago or something, just to refresh our memory on what he was saying, what he was doing. This is good. Debbie
Tasha,
said 5 hours in Canada wine.
Tasha said, remember, we are friends. I'm going to have to, because there's been a few times I said, who got us in this shit? And my whole chat go, Mel did.
Well, I'm gonna blame,
They say, it wasn't us, Miss J. Was.
but I think that, I mean, all in all, though, has this damn case not made you be like, what? It feels like a movie that you're watching every day. It feels like a movie. Yep, Lexi, I think that's what we're gonna do. It feels like a movie. Somebody said, Reddit account said, don't leave me out. Don't leave me out. I know that's right, friend.
Yeah, I know that's right. So listen.
Don't leave. We're not gonna leave you out. We're not gonna leave you out. Hold on, let me see what Forrest said. Forrest, damn, the chat is moving so fast. She said, play Proctor comedy skit with the leaf board. Forrest, can you send it to me? I've never seen it before.
Miss Sheila, I still ain't figured it out. I don't know what I ain't doing.
Proctor.
These gifting memberships, I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find what Forrest, you're gonna have to send it to me. Cause I don't see. Let me search it on X. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. This just made me so happy because I did want to go through him again, especially since we're not going to see him. Oh my God, what time is it? Pacific Standard Time. That's LA time. So 7, that's gonna be 10. Okay, good. Shador Sanders will be live. I think he got his number, guy. Hold on, let me find it. Proctor. Y'all be seeing everything on X. Why haven't I seen that yet? Google. Okay. Ira Proctor. Okay. I think y'all, tell me this after, what do y'all think? Okay, Stephanie, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. I'm looking it up now, Forrest. What do you guys think? Which curse word y'all think Miss J gonna say the most when she see Proctor?
Y'all, I asked somebody to give me something else to say today, right? And well, y'all be able to tell who they were. I asked them to give me something else to say because y'all know them F words. And y'all know Lex the law nerd. Y'all know what come out my damn dog. Like, oh man, this fool said, whenever you get frustrated, just say Christ on crutches. I said that's not gonna come out.
Forrest, you got to help me out because I don't think any of these. I'm on Ira Proctor, but I don't think this is. Forrest, I'm gonna have to give you my email. If you have, do you have?
That might be one.
That's a lie. Let me put my not my email, but Forrest, let me give you my ex account, and then send it to me. She said, "I be over here cussing in spirit for you." Sick of them people. I just think that when I watch this case, sometimes it's just disgusting because watching trials, this is not how the justice system is supposed to work. Thank you, Lexi. It's not supposed to work like this. What does it say? Leaf blower. I'm gonna put Karen Reed skit. Yeah, I'm not finding it. Key, I still don't have a picture on my X account, so I think I'm okay. I still don't have a picture. It's been months. I have about 4,000 followers now on X. baby Elon, probably worried about why they just took the United States tax with their credit rating. They just took that down. Elon probably busy. Elon is not worried about me. Alice said we're about to see Miss J hair in the chair like when Miss Betty popped up that one day.
You know what? That was a day. I refrained from cussing because my elder was on there. I see, ain't no see. I'm where let's go at. I need my elders in the chat because I'm gonna say something. The chair might be spinning. It might be a good cuss brewing up. I'm a wake up on some good vibes that day because
I think
probably I be sounding old. The crazy thing is he used to talk to me like that. I used to think that man was crazy. None of it made sense till I was about 28. And then I just started hearing his voice everywhere. Like, what is he saying? I'm telling you, the whole probably about 7 to 10 years before he passed away, I would just be doing something and hear him talking. I just knew he would say something because he always had something to damn say. I just knew he would say something. And now people be like, what you say your papa said? What'd you say? I said, listen, I wish we would have caught him saying all those things because there's so many things. Like we had some, we still have, because he recorded everything. Mm-hmm. And because he was an elder in the church and he used to preach, he would preach like he was talking. So we caught so many of his pulpit worthy sayings, but I wish I could have caught like some of those things. I would have definitely put them together. Those definitely would be sound bites.
Forrest, you tell me what that is on the YouTube page. Oh, maybe I could search Quiet Desperation. I think that when you see Proctor,
Claudia, that's his one. When something ain't right, something washed and clean,
you will be able to I think Yuri's testimony may just be real funny. But Yuri's testimony, I think when you see Google, okay, thank you. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm looking at your directions. I think when you see him, then you will really find, because Yuri didn't even testify that long.
I don't see how he didn't.
He didn't, because he was not involved like that.
So basically, he's the go-to because they don't want to put Proctor up there.
Yes. Yes, you got it right. He was not up there long because he was Proctor's boss. His boss. Proctor was the lead agent. Okay. He was the lead case agent. That's it. I'm following your directions too far. That's it. He was the lead case agent. So they're using him. They're using him to get everything that Proctor did in. Oh, I'm sorry, lead investigator.
Well, I got a tow appointment in the morning, Miss Dreads. I got to be able to get there. She said, "Are we ready for another one?" But I did give me a little bit more.
A little more wine. I'm gonna go get something. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go get something else.
I meant to order me because I had a hankering for a Henny lemon drop today.
I see it now, Proctor. I didn't go down far enough. I mean, I said Proctor, Lord. I see it far. I didn't go down far enough. Okay. Now let me send this to myself. Let's see.
You have to do it on a desktop. If you're on a desktop, at the bottom of the chat, there's like the little money sign, and you can send a super chat or a sticker, and then membership is the last one. I have no Okay,
Let's-
check this.
Okay, I don't know what this is. Is it the whole? Let me see what this is. I'm gonna put the link in the chat too, just in case somebody wants to see the whole thing. Somebody wants to see the whole thing. Chad said it's shot o'clock.
Listen.
I
And I
got
took to a champagne. Thanks for all y'all that helped me. Yesterday, not yesterday, a couple weeks ago when I went to that brunch, I was invited to, and again, that brunch, unlike others, you never know who you in the room with. Everybody's literally having a good old time. Have no idea who you around, who you talking to.
Mhm.
End up speaking. I knew that there's another group that Miss Paula, whose company that is a part of, called the National Coalition of 100 Black Women. And they have different chapters in every state. So that particular group actually did an outing where they went to a candle company and made candles together. And the woman who has that company where they made the candles was actually sitting with me. And that's who I was talking to all night. So the crazy thing is they kept telling her, he said wrong video. Okay. And it looked like it from your face. That's why I saw that. So it was so crazy because the person I was sitting across from and just talking to, she was like, "Oh my God, you look so familiar." I told her, where I lived, and she was like, "Oh, okay, I live out there too. It's only one Walmart. I probably seen you around." So Miss Paula likes to volunteer people what to do.
Yeah.
So when it got time to take a picture, she was trying to get it had nothing to do with anything technological, y'all. She was trying to get the chairs lined up for half the people to sit down in the front. And she was having a hard time with the chairs. So she was like, "You come over here and help me. You need to help me. You the TikTok. I don't know how to do this." Now, this had nothing to do with TikTok or videos or cameras or nothing. It was literally chairs.
That person though, yeah.
So I turned around and said, "Hold up. Are you?" I said, "Who?" And then she said, "Okay, never mind." So she goes back, we take the picture, then she look again, and she said, and I said, "What's up? We've been sitting here chatting this whole time. We got the same nail tech. She go to Wendy and all." I said, "What's up?" And she said, and then Miss Paula said, "Mrs. Jefferson, can you come over here and help us?" She said, "Are you Mrs. Jefferson?" says. I said, "Maybe."
What you said?
Me and my husband watch you every day. And so she ended up inviting me to an event that she has called Champagne Saturdays. And I'm supposed to bring a dish and some champagne, but I'm not a champagne girly. So today they was helping me figure out possibly a champagne or sparkling something or Prosecco or something. And then I'm not gonna lie, y'all, with all the stuff going on with the accident, I did not have time to put some victuals together. And I got a couple of appointments tomorrow. And I gotta go to the whole physical therapy and stuff. So I'm not gonna be able to show up, but I'm gonna show up. So I ordered some things. I didn't cook them. Normally I would have cooked them and put them on one of my little trays. They've been real cute, but I'm not gonna be able to last night. I'm going to Southwark County Court on.
He is enjoying his stay. Please. Starfish, please. He's enjoying his stay. First, thank you. I've got to see which video it is. I say this all the time on my lives. I hate, if it's not like Lauren Crumb, I hate playing other creators. And when I went to the page, it's a smaller creator, baby. I don't want them to come on my page trying to take.
Y'all understand me. They don't play about that. Y'all should have learned that from the
Y'all saw you saw what Mr. Dennis did to Cuff Boys. He said, "Take my shit down." And when remove the copyright strike, I really do get PTSD. If it's not Miss J stuff, I can play Miss J. People talk about microdots, some of those creators, they're okay. People play it all the time. Cool. Other creators, y'all, I'm scared. I am scared.
Because everybody's getting something for somewhere. But it seems to me like some people get a little testy about that, and you gotta watch yourself.
That's okay. I'll play it on my TikTok live though. Thank you, Ashley. I'll play it on TikTok live though. I did save the video, but he told me it's the wrong one. They told me it's the wrong one.
Okay.
He tried. Wait, that really is his brother? I'll play it on TikTok live because I'm going there once we leave here. Well, I gotta go get something to drink for tonight. Okay, new members. Thank you guys for becoming members. Thank you.
Okay, dual memberships. I see it. I love it.
Listen, I know that's right.
I love it. Now, what I will say, there go 10 more memberships. Let's go.
Ashley, I'm not gonna be left out of next Friday. Y'all want to see my friend cut up?
I gotta figure out how to turn mine on, y'all. If I do, we'll be able to gift them because I have no idea how to do it.
Club mail is on and popping, y'all. I gotta go get me something to drink. And I already got some food. I ordered some food earlier. So I'm Club mail is popping for everyone. Everyone who's gifted memberships. Y'all know how we roll over here. Y'all know how we roll over here. If you're gifted a membership, please make sure you say thank you. Even if it's after the live, come back. Because I've seen people in the comments on my videos say thank you. Okay? Jaleesa, I think I'm going to stand on the couch tonight. Today's been a very good day. It's been a very good day. I think I'm going to stand on the couch tonight.
Not you going to stay on the couch. I'm going to have to jump in there because I got stuff to get done before tomorrow. I got to figure out what I'm wearing this Champagne Saturday. I need to, I'm going to be shameless, and I normally don't do this, but I am so close now. If anybody is in here that is not following, Miss Jefferson says on TikTok, go follow my girl. We have reached 90.7K.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I am not kidding.
Oh
and
my God. Yes, ma'am. We almost there. We almost there. And you're going to get that. You're going to get that quickly.
I said, what? I woke up this morning, and that's what they know. I don't really. I know y'all. I've been slacking on my pen, but I was much better during the YSL trial. But y'all gotta remember, the YSL trial, I was starting work at 4:30, and the YSL trial started at 5 a.m. I was already up. But now that I'm scheduled to more match the boys' school schedule, now I'm not starting to analyze till 7. So I'm getting up early for trial and then getting into the analyzing portion. And sometimes I'm just waking up. Yeah. So sometimes I don't always get my TikTok videos out, or I get them out, but they still loading while I'm getting my stuff up. So when I get my messages, and shout out to my chat, they started off with, hey, this is where we're at. Thank you, Chaz. This is where we're at. And when I woke up today, they were like, Miss J, we are at 90.2 on TikTok and 10.7 on YouTube. And I was like, what? So I had to go to my phone and go look. And from this morning at 0.2 to now at 0.7, it's growing so quick.
Oh, I miss it, friend. I miss it. I was telling, I remember we were having this conversation, and I saw this video on TikTok that said, think you can take you a break from TikTok if you want to. They will humble the hell out of you. And when I tell you they done humbled the shit out of me. And I was only gone for like a couple weeks, a month maybe. I'm being humbled, but I'm gonna tell you what I did the other day. And for all you content creators out there, listen. What happened with Jasmine? I see y'all saying congratulations. Congratulations, Jasmine. Congratulations.
Thank you. What happened with Jasmine? I missed it.
I don't know. They're gonna tell us here. The other day, y'all, I was looking for a sound on my page, so that required me to. Oh, congratulations!
Graduated.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasmine.
Yes, ma'am. Congratulations.
Collect them papers, baby.
And when I went through the video, it told me that I started seeing my videos like when I first started posting doing YSL, and I was like, it calmed me down. It was like you stressing, thinking you're doing something wrong. What's going on? I had to build just like I had to build back then. So for all you content creators, This is always a grind. Yesterday, I was so tired. I was so tired yesterday because I feel like I feel like I'm going from Karen Reed. Then I tapped into the Diddy trial. Lord Jesus, I was tired, but I do see growth now. I do see more growth because I'm back posting on a regular basis.
Mhm.
So yes, ma'am. I'm getting there, girl. I'm not used to this right
I'm gonna
now.
tell you what happened to me, friend. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened to me. I think I got into a schedule where even when I first started doing Karen Reed, I was watch all day, and then I would do my videos, and then they would pop it. It really, really started to give people something to come look for when I started doing it. And honestly, for real, at first I started doing it on the break. That first break, and saying, and now we're on break, and then come watch with us. If you can't, I'll update you on lunch. I was literally doing every break for a minute. And then now I'm to the point where I'm doing it on lunch. That's because people are looking for me to update.
That's what I was doing YSL. I think what worked so well for me with YSL, I wasn't streaming. So I was doing I was watching.
We were just watching, and we get to y'all when we get to y'all.
Yes, and it's like when you
so
had
different.
streaming, and for me, remember I asked you, I said, wait, you take a break from your live? You said, yeah. I may take a quick break because I hate having my camera off. So I'm not posting this much, but I do think that matters. People are looking during the day for what's going on. What are you saying, baby? And I'm over here talking to my people on YouTube. So being able, I feel bad when I get off camera.
Well, this is what I did because I was able to figure out. I was feeling bad, and I felt like I had to be there and into it. And I'd be apologizing. The first part of my morning until school was out, I got to, we can't have Denver on camera when it's time to go to the bus because he might be cool or he might come out of a bag on you.
Yeah.
He got the other day. He woke up and was like, "I'm already awake," and I'm like, "Yes, you are." Then he wanted breakfast. Breakfast
wake is so cute.
Already wakes. Like when I came in to wake him up, he was already up, sitting up. Then he went and got dressed on his own. And I was like, "Oh, okay." That boy got everything going, got his jacket on, got his book bag on, right outside the door. He said, "I don't want to go to school."
Oh, where he thought he was going.
And so now I don't want y'all to catch me with get your ass on that.
Where did friend think he was going? He didn't got dressed up. Where did he think he was going?
I said, well, where are we going? He said, I'm going to swimming pool.
Swimming pool. Oh, okay.
I said, you go swimming when you get out of school. I'm trying to get them to the bus because they got a 3-minute wait time and they don't beep a horn or nothing. So I got to catch them on the cameras when they pull up, when they pull off. Because I know Denver be giving them a hard time. So I be hop off to go get him there, taking notes on one device, running around with another one in my ear, get back. I was like, I didn't have to do this through YSL. It was just walking around, listening, getting all my notes, remembering this. Oh, y'all, we on break. And it was just like, the streaming does add a different layer.
The streaming, in my opinion, for me, takes away from my TikTok because I love streaming, right? The thing I loved about posting the videos was talking in the comments to everybody. So I'm in live time talking to people on the stream. So I love that. And I mean, I know my live they don't mind if I step away. But damn, when I step away, I'm missing something.
You feel like you're not engaged enough. You feel like you feel like, what am I doing? Then you be apologizing. Sorry, y'all.
I missed something.
You look up and it's been 9 hours. You ain't ate. You took a snack. You barely went to the bathroom. You got 30 videos you need to put out. And it's just like.
When I tell you, T, yesterday, my day, once I get off stream, I take a breather. I don't talk. I just take a breather. And then you got 30 minutes. Babe, you got to get your videos out. I didn't even finish all my Diddy stuff. So tomorrow, my Saturday, we'll be covering day 3 and 4 of Diddy.
Listen, I already told everybody. I said, I ain't doing this. Y'all find somebody. I did it today, like just because I got so excited. I thought Cassie was going to be done long before 4:30. Because I was looking, Y'all, I just played, like, Danity Kane is queued up right now. I just played Danity Kane yesterday. So when I heard that Aubrey O'Day was going to be after Dawn Richards,
And wait a minute, you see they already
tussling and Dee Sits making the band.
already had to stop Dawn's testimony.
Already.
They have
The way
already,
the cliffhanger, I would have never wanted that jury to go home with that be the
they have
last one.
already wanted. They've had to stop her testimony, and now we got to see what she can and can't testify.
The thing is, I think it was absolutely strategic to put Dawn first before Aubrey.
Mm-hmm.
Because with Aubrey, they definitely get ready to play her as party girl who was doing too much out here with Paris Hilton, them doing whatever, and disgruntled because she got fired.
Ronnie said,
They
"Man,
tried to play her.
this." Baby, them was some wild times in the YSL case. Please, Ronnie. Are you acting like Gary? Why are you being messy? Why are you being messy, Ronnie? Baby, it was some wild times.
Ronnie, I'm gonna put my hat down when I say it came up across my what's it? Do you want to follow people? You may know people again. You know what? What I will say to Mel's situation, I think that a lot of people who covered YSL was an anomaly that will probably never happen again. You're not going to see a trial that is going to go for a year and some change, or have a switch in a judge and a crazy prosecutor and all these crazy pieces and parts. Every day I planned for YSL to be over. There was never a day I didn't think one of those mistrials would go through because I thought they were absolutely warranted. I was surprised every time it made it past a mistrial request. Absolutely surprised. I think a lot of people that covered YSL did not plan for it to end, which kind of said, and this is no tea, no shade, that they don't always watch trials like that because trials are quick. Trials are usually a week or two.
Yeah.
If that's a long one. But trials are like young dogs.
I'm in love with it. Like, I'm not, YSL was, I think I may have watched something prior to YSL, but it wasn't just YSL. It was the community. It was the talking to people because no one around me was really watching it.
Absolutely.
It just made it so much, like, it just made it fun. I mean, I know we are watching some crazy shit, but baby, I mean, like as Mariah says, Mama, you have too much fun on your job. I'm gonna tell y'all, I get ready in the morning.
YSL was an anomaly, so I think that there weren't or have not been seemingly a lot of people that made it through transitioning out of YSL. It's been a tough transition, and I think that Mel is one of the people who has been able to transition out of YSL successfully, even though she say this is long live Dolph. Yeah, Dolph was a prime example. 3-4 days, 3-4 days, and that's it. Next trial. Trials are absolutely fast. YSL was a complete anomaly, a unicorn. Okay, it was a leprechaun. Okay, it don't happen like that. So I think that for sure that while once Mel start posting at odd times that people don't expect Mel to post, it's going to slide in people's FYPs, and then they're going to be like, wait a minute, who is this? Because y'all know that's how I caught Mel on my FYP.
They're going to get me. I feel so much better after going back through my page and being humbled myself. You know, when you're used to gaining, you waking up, you got 1,000 followers. When you're used to your days being like that, you start to feel like, damn, am I doing something wrong? But I'm still doing the same content. I'm still the same Mel. It's going to happen. So I'm back to what it was in YSL. I'm just posting.
Just post.
I'm just posting. And when I tell you, I'm just posting and just still having fun with it. Talking about what I want to talk
about. There you go. She made me watch Karen Reed. Now she got to watch Donald Adelson. Adelson ain't till August though. You got to watch Mama Adelson.
I sent no, not to T. It was your other person.
Oh, Daybell's ass cutting up in court.
T, because my life my life is all over, y'all. I need some order. I'm very much aware that I need some damn order.
My best friend said the same thing, and I just seen her in the chat somewhere. Hey, Myra.
Listen, y'all. I don't plan a thing. When I get up, there's two things I know right now. I know I'm going live on YouTube. I'm just being honest with y'all. This is my life. I know when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna be on my stream at 8:45. I know I'm gonna post my videos from about 7:30, and then might get on another live. Two things I can tell you. Now everything else with life, I just can't tell you right now. But I'm working on it, y'all.
There she goes. Listen, y'all say this all the time. Y'all ask me about my skin. Tamira's Way. She has lifestyle content. But she's a advanced esthetician. She's an advanced esthetician. She also does, if you're in the Vegas area, she also does the body contouring. She's a licensed massage therapist.
Okay, she do everything. Yes, ma'am.
She's a makeup artist. So if you go out there and get that BBL, and you know you're supposed to be getting the massage, she do that. If you like that laser lipo and all that stuff, she do that. And then, of course, she's a makeup artist, but the advanced esthetician, y'all be getting on me. Miss J, your makeup is so cute. I told y'all I put on my skincare routine as told by her. I put a little bit of moisturizer. I don't do nothing but put some blush on so that look like that's doing something. Otherwise, ain't nothing else on me. So
I feel bad because Keith, I told somebody this. I said, damn, I didn't say zone 3. I said, damn.
Who did say that? He said, I just whatever the way the day go. I just wake up.
Getting up, going wherever the wind blows.
Oh, I want to see this makeup. Sorry, y'all.
I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it, y'all. Y'all know this is real shit, though. This is real shit for people in the chat. When I went to therapy, we talked about this. The fear of planning after you suffer a severe loss. So it's not like I want to be this way, but this is my life right now. And I'm not trying to get sad on y'all. I'm not about to cry. So don't put it in the chat. I'm not about to cry, but there is a direct relation to losing my mom and what I'm going through. And the fact, y'all, if y'all told me to sit right now and plan my life for a week, there would be so much anxiety. I just can't do it. So I be trying. I'm working on it, y'all. They would tell you, Mariah tell you, baby.
I'll tell y'all. And what you're saying is so true, because since my grandfather was my father figure, I didn't realize that it was hitting me like I was losing my dad and not my grandfather. And it took me through therapy to figure out that that's what my problem was. But they literally told me, y'all don't. And Tamira, I know she can say it because Tamira does the same thing, and she lost her mom, and then recently her dad. So she definitely will. But Tamira will laugh at y'all. Will probably laugh when I say this. But I told her, my therapist said we have task paralysis. When I have a list of things that are like, and then I have to add something and add something. I don't care if it's something as like as frivolous as a TikTok video. If I say, okay, now I got another video, and I look at all my notes, and I can't even tell how many videos it's going to be.
Friend, I got 400 notes.
This is what I got like this. The more tasks I have, the more I sit still. I will go to sleep. Do you hear me? If you start piling stuff on, I can't plan. And I'm a planner. I'm a person that needs to know what I'm doing, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it. And it's just like after 2020, I ended up in a rut. You have to I don't want to go too deep, but I will say that every time I got pregnant, it's the only time in my life my grandfather has ever been sick. That's the only time in my life, not 20 now. That's the only time in my life that my grandfather ever got sick. After I had Dallas, he was fine. When I was pregnant with Dallas, he had his first heart attack. After I had Dallas, he was fine. Got pregnant with Denver, he was sick my entire pregnancy, and he passed a day and a half after I had Denver. So I really didn't even get to have fun with my pregnancies because I was always wondering what's next. What do I got to do today? What's going to be? What's going to happen? So after that, I was not able to plan. If I had to think about what I had to do tomorrow and the day after, I'm telling y'all, the fact that I have to pick out clothes, pack lunches and everything like that, like sometimes Big Uncle look at me and just go pack a lunch. Like he
hard. It is hard. But I'm happy to, like, some people would think, I know there are people around me who are used to me prior to my mom passing who probably think, oh my gosh, she's lazy, she's depressed. They probably think these things. But baby, I be over here struggling, chat. I tell the chat all the time, I'm so thankful for this chat because they give me a reason to do stuff every day, right? I'm making sure I'm up, I engage with them. And that I really love my chat. I really, everyone, I mean, I've made friends through this chat. It's amazing. So I appreciate them. But damn it,
ass, I'm with you.
at
Listen,
some
somebody
point,
will tell y'all.
content. At some point, I'm gonna plan some content. But wait a minute, Caitlin, I got a real question. Lanika is one. Caitlin, when you said I remember you used to go live and cry every day, are you talking about me? I just like for you to tell me, are you talking about me? Because damn, I was crying every day. Damn. How the hell y'all?
Listen,
I'm surprised y'all ain't call and do one of them.
let me tell you something. Ain't nobody in this world more thankful for y'all than Tamara. Because I would
Damn, hold up. They said every day. I'm surprised they ain't do one of them calls Karen Reed Daddy did on her every day.
listen, Tamara used to be driving Uber and I'd be on the other end listening and making sure she was cool. Look at she said yes. I made Tamara heard me about every court case, everything I was watching. I was so loud that day in the YSL trial that I had that first viral video that I was screaming into Tamara's ear. She's like, oh, just record it and send it to me.
What the fuck? I gotta call Mariah. Mariah gonna say, "What, Mama? You was on that live crying every day. Y'all was
probably so thankful for y'all.
I was probably, when I found y'all, I think right when my page started going, my mom, it was right after the first year. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. After the first year, I think that's the first time I realized that time moves on when your person leaves. You think everything stops.
And everybody else.
You like, damn, it's a year.
Everybody, and not only just time, everybody else.
They don't hear about Mel.
This didn't happen. Uh-oh, y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all. I feel bad. Every damn day y'all was on live and I'm in here crying. Oh my God. Baby, I got to call my baby when I get off this live and say, Mariah. They told me today.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta show y'all this. Look at this. My brother just did her makeup. First of all, this is the mother that gave me my brother. But my brother just did her makeup. She's in town with my brother and they get ready to go out.
Yes, ma'am, girl. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Well, there go Dom, y'all. Y'all okay, I just wanted to see. I knew you was done and you didn't go live. I was over here talking. Okay, I'm still live. I'll call you back.
Thank you for the super chat, Sean. Y'all, when we get on TikTok, we gonna have to talk about this. Cause damn, ain't nobody do a wellness check for me or nothing. Y'all just let me sit on there and cry.
Y'all just left her in the snow.
Just left me in the damn snow. Ain't nobody called my child or nothing. Just got me sitting on there crying. God.
Dom cutting up. Yes, his mom lives in Houston. And she's been there probably longer than I've been in Arizona. But she is visiting him in Ohio. So he's been on cloud nine with his mommy in town. And he get ready to take her out. I honestly have not seen her as a grown woman. That's so crazy. I always miss her. I'm never in the same place as her. I'm never in Ohio at the same time. So I'm going to send them to a wine tasting. Uh-oh. You kept going live. They said you was alive.
Said, then again, we know you for real. Glad you still here. Key, get off this damn.
Key, that's right. You'll go asking questions when you really ain't for the help. That's what you do. Listen. Don't blame Key. You don't go asking questions because you really don't want the answer. You just want to make sure. So the fact that she was going live and you ain't really know her, you wasn't going to take on nobody else's problems. I get you.
I can't stand y'all. So bad. Mel, what the hell you want us to do? Hell, if I was crying like y'all said I was crying on, that's so crazy. I don't remember any of that.
Well, what happened? What happened? Because what we supposed to do?
They said I was quiet. They said
I
I
know
was
you don't want us to send. I know you ain't want us to send APD. Hey, y'all, I need y'all to go check on something. Don't y'all go nowhere near. Don't go near.
Don't. They said
Don't go near.
well in the house.
We was better off sending the Zone 3 spinner.
But I do. I'm for real. I love them. I feel like they really. Every morning I woke up during that time because I was just going to school. I wasn't working. Every morning I woke up like I was so excited I had started learning names, I was so excited to talk to y'all on in those comments. So she said, Missy said I had my own issue. I just cried with you.
And Sheila said they was gonna send Miss Sylvia to check.
She said, but look at you now,
And you know what? Look at you now. Good. I'm glad y'all said Miss Sylvia and not Mr. Dennis, because if we didn't,
oh God,
if we didn't make it stand out, he would have told us it. We didn't make it stand out. He would have told us a thing. He wouldn't have told us nothing.
Oh, Shavonna, listen, I feel like I'm telling you the best. I've got some of the best therapy from this chat. She said first we didn't know what to do, so we just sent yellow hearts. I do remember a lot of hearts. I remember lives with a lot of. Damn, I can remember quite a few lives with yellow hearts. Goddamn.
Yes, Keisha, I thank you for pointing that out. So y'all, Dom had a order for a custom piece for the Cowboy Carter tour, and the person that he did the piece for was Front Row.
Okay.
So she took off her jacket and kept doing it. So she said Beyonce kept coming back and pointing at her jacket. So my brother has been on cloud nine, like Beyonce.
That's right. I know that's right.
Cloud nine all week.
She lived far from me, Miss Sheila. That wasn't my sandwich. It was my sister's sandwich. It was my sister's sandwich. Girl. I'm gonna have to go edit that after live. She talking about what's that, Cora? I'm behind. She looking at me running from the house.
Oh, Barty. Oh, Barty. I remember Barry used to steal people's sandwiches, but we knew he did it because he needed tomatoes. Barry
don't eat your food now. You know, I just tell people if you don't want, she's a doll. What do you want her to do? Put your food up. Put your food up.
Not when we got kidnapped. Thank you for checking, Ashley. I'm doing. Send my old ass to physical therapy. Well, I'm good.
Girl, she's talking about Jenny D. We love you too. Girl, she's talking about no, I already clipped it, child. These dogs, Sarah, I'm sorry. It's these dogs. I mean, there's a teeny tiny bit of fear still about them, okay?
Who got kidnapped? I'm trying to figure out.
We were on live at one of my family parties, and one of my cousins took my phone, girl, and baby, I'm like, damn, where my phone at? I had to go find him. They tell me
how to turn on these membership gifts.
I sent it to you.
Oh, thank you, Mama T.
You both have been part of my therapy. I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
Me. Put your faith in Mel because I might say some shit. Don't blame me. Don't tell them. I might have to we be in trouble together.
She's talking about Chad got kidnapped by a pimp. Ash.
Hey, don't judge, because if y'all ever get kidnapped by one of my uncles, he did write a book called Pimpin' Past 50.
Take us so sick. They kept typing take us back. We had 2 hours. I see the chat. Baby, they ain't not playing. They had 2 hours. I gotta go get we gotta get ready, y'all, for Club Mail Child. I mean, it's the Millionaire Club. Did we call it the Millionaire Club? Millionaire Club. Yeah, we are doing nothing but sitting there drinking and listening to music. That's what we're doing.
Now that I can do. What time are you doing that?
It's 9:30. I'm gonna say 10. Give me some time. Let me get myself together. 10.
Okay.
Y'all, he was at the wrong house, Keisha. He was at the wrong house. But we had so much fun just listening to music and just vibing. And Ebony, if you in this chat, We not playing that sad ass song again. I'm still sad. I still got a lump in my throat from the Anthony Hamilton song you played. Cry a woman heart to heart or something.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah.
That was a sad song.
I
I
do.
mean, you know how like music, you feel different emotions. Baby, that damn song made me want to go sit in the corner, ball up and cry. That was a sad one.
Oh yeah, that'll be perfect. So I can get my stuff ready for tomorrow. Trying to figure out what I'm going to wear. Figure out what I'm going to do with my stuff. Get ready for my nail appointment. Yeah.
Is it early?
No, the Champagne Saturday is at 6 p.m.
Wait a minute, my chat gone. When I tell you I hate my mods so bad sometimes, my chat gone. No, they done came over to your chat to tell me, you see how your chat gone? Mel, we cut your chat. Okay.
They said you on the time limit.
I'm on a time limit, but I thank them for that. I thank them for it. Thank y'all. So yes, if y'all want to come chill with us, we're gonna just be playing some music and vibing. We are not talking about court. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Good.
We're not talking about court. We just sitting there chilling, talking about whatever else may come up, but no court talk. This is our chill time, okay? Just letting y'all know.
Get on music. Play it out loud. All right, y'all. Thank y'all
So much. See y'all later. Thank you, friend.
All right, friends. See you later.